There's a brutal truth no one wants to admit. Some of the most ambitious people you'll ever meet are also the laziest. They dream in billions, speak of revolutionizing industries, but will binge-watch an entire season of a show before taking a single step towards their goal. And maybe that's you. Not because you don't care, but because you care so much, it freezes you. You crave the perfect move, the flawless strategy. You want to win without wasting a second, so you end up doing nothing at all. But here's the truth that no one tells you. You don't need discipline. You need a system. And today, I'm going to show you how lazy people like you build wealth without changing who they are. No hustle culture, no fake grind, just the lazy person's blueprint for making money work for you. The lazy lie. Here's the lie we're sold. Success means grinding every single day, working 18-hour shifts, sacrificing everything, your health, your relationships, your sanity just to chase that hustle myth. But that's not how real wealth is built. In fact, some of the wealthiest people you've never heard of are incredibly lazy. They just know how to be lazy in the right way. Being lazy isn't the problem. Being lazy without a system is, because laziness, when paired with structure and smart choices, becomes efficiency. And in the world of finance, efficiency prints money. The system that works while you don't. Here's the first rule of lazy wealth. Automate everything. Smart, lazy people don't track every penny because they've already built a system that works automatically. They don't remind themselves to save. They set it up so that 20% of every paycheck disappears before they even see it. They don't pick individual stocks or obsess over the market. Every day they invest in index funds and ETFs, letting them grow steadily without constant attention. This isn't passive income, it's passive setup. Set it once, let it run. And while everyone else is grinding, obsessing, overthinking, you're quietly compounding your wealth in the background. Build a lazy income engine. Let's talk about income. Smart, lazy people don't trade hours for dollars. Instead, they build things once that pay them over and over again. You can start small, write an ebook, create a template, build a course, or even start a faceless YouTube channel like this one. It might take 30 lazy days to get it off the ground, but once it's set up, it earns money while you sleep, while you binge-watch your 150th productivity video. The goal isn't to work harder forever. The goal is to create a machine that works for you. And if you're really lazy, you can outsource the parts you hate. That's what Fiverr and similar platforms are for. Buy back your time, because lazy people value time more than anything else. Mental models for lazy millionaires. Let me give you 3 mental shifts that lazy, wealthy people live by. 1. Done. Perfect. The perfect plan that never gets off the ground is useless. The lazy plan you actually finish, that's the one that makes you money. 2. Energy is currency. Stop forcing discipline. Use your energy to design a life that removes friction, temptation, and unnecessary decisions. 3. Buy back your time. Lazy millionaires don't brag about grinding for 16 hours. They brag about building systems that do the work for them, while they nap. Success isn't about doing more. It's about doing less, but doing it better. The Lazy Life Audit. Here's your lazy blueprint. Automate your money. Create one scalable income stream. Set rules that prevent bad financial decisions. For example, I never spend from my checking account, only prepaid cards. Schedule 1 hour per week to optimize what's already running. Delegate or delete everything else. You don't need a full transformation. You need a lazy, optimized version of yourself. And trust me, that's the version that gets rich. So if you've spent your whole life feeling guilty about being lazy, stop. Get strategic. Be lazy, but be intentional. Be relaxed, but ruthless in optimizing your life. And while everyone else is burning themselves out trying to look productive, you'll be sipping coffee, watching your investments grow, your systems run, and your income flow. That's how lazy people win it by grinding, but by building systems and stepping back. You'll stop chasing, you'll start attracting. Because the moment you design your life around leverage, not labor everything, shifts. Opportunities come to you, money finds you, Freedom becomes your default, not your fantasy. You'll realize something powerful. It was never about doing more. It was about doing the right things once and letting those things do the rest. This is the part they never teach in school. They tell you to work hard, but they never teach you to build smart. To let systems do what sweat never could. To let consistency do what motivation won't prook. To let automation do what effort alone can't. That's the edge of the lazy ambitious. Not because they work harder than everyone else, but because they build smarter than anyone else. And while the crowd is sprinting in circles trying to catch up with their dreams, you'll already be living yours. Not at 65, not when you're burned out, but now? Because the truth is, the laziest version of you, properly optimized, might just be the most powerful version of you. So don't kill your ambition, and don't fight your laziness. Merge them. Let your ambition fuel the vision, and let your laziness design the system that makes it real with less effort, less burnout, and more life. That's how you win. Quietly, calmly, consistently. The Lazy Legend Blueprint. So here's where it gets fun. You've automated your money. You've started building a lazy income engine. You've shifted your mental models, run the life audit, and realized you don't need to change who you are. You just need to weaponize who you are. Because the world doesn't need more burnt-out hard workers. It needs more efficient thinkers. It needs more calm creators. It needs more lazy legends. What's a lazy legend? Someone who gets outsized returns from minimal input. Someone who turns a single afternoon of action into a lifetime of freedom. Someone who doesn't sprint for dopamine but walks in compound interest. They don't spend energy proving how hard they work. They spend energy designing systems that mean they don't have to. They ask different questions. What can I eliminate? What can I automate? What can I delegate? What can I ignore? Lazy legends don't fight the current. They build a raft, sit back, and let the current carry them. And you can be one of them. Not someday, not after you read 10 more books or buy 5 more courses. But now, start with what you have. Do what lazy legends do, make one smart move, and then another, and another. Not with force, but with flow. Because when you're strategically lazy, you're not falling behind. You're just building in silence. And when the systems finally click, you won't have to shout about your success. It'll speak for itself. So maybe you've always felt different. Maybe every time someone said, "You just need to hustle harder," you felt a pit in your stomach. Maybe you've spent years wondering if something's wrong with you. Because discipline never stuck. Motivation always faded. And grinding felt like drowning. But now you know the truth. You were never broken. You were just built for systems. You weren't meant to be a cog in someone else's machine. You were meant to build your own and let it run while you live. So here's your permission slip. To stop chasing effort and start chasing leverage. To stop idolizing busy and start designing quiet wins. To stop burning out and start building out. Because the world doesn't belong to the most disciplined. It belongs to the most strategically lazy. The ones who saw the game and rewrote the rules. So while the world keeps sprinting in circles, you'll be still, focused, free. That's your superpower. Because this world, it was never built for people like you. It worships the grinders, the sleepless, the burnt-out martyrs who mistake movement for meaning. But you were always different. You didn't want to play harder. You wanted to play smarter. You didn't want to climb their ladder. You wanted to build the damn tower, then automate the elevator. You didn't lack discipline. You lacked a system that respected your brain. You didn't fail to hustle. You refused to sprint toward nowhere. And now you see it. Clear as day. This isn't about working less. It's about working once and letting the system echo forever. It's not about being lazy. It's about being leveraged. That's how lazy people win it, by grinding, but by building systems and stepping back. If this video sparked your lazy ambition, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Stick around. I've got more lazy strategies coming your way. And for that, do subscribe. And like this video, it motivates us to produce more content that actually matters. Off comment, what are your thoughts on it?